Well, good morning. It's good to see you guys. It's kind of weird being in my studio talking to the walls, but um, it's good seeing every one of you. Um, Please make sure you're staying healthy, doing all the recommended guidelines for, staying healthy, staying away, social distancing, that kind of stuff. Um, but do know that you are truly missed, and I truly miss being in the classroom with you. Um, but um, we're going to get through this. We're going to stay positive. We're going to take it one day at a time, and we're going to keep making art and kind of work towards some new things as the semester goes on. Um, First thing I need to tell you, please make sure that you are checking Canvas pretty much 2 or 3 times a day, every class. I'm just talking for myself, talking for the other 7 teachers that you have besides me. Check Canvas. Make sure you are, reading all the instructions. That's where we're going to have some issues, especially in communication. As we write things down and give them to you through this portal, please make sure you read, sometimes reread exactly what has been said, and then ask questions. Um, Take time to focus on those concepts before diving into it, but really take time to diagnose what each teacher is asking you. For me, like I said, I will update Canvas pretty much every day. We're going to basically launch a project, and then you're going to get, like we do in class, you're going to get a work day, and then the project will be due. So really, we're going to try to work in a 3-day cycle. Um, do know that there will be some type of quizzes, some short answer kind of stuff that's going to go into Canvas as well. So don't just sit there and be like, oh, we're just doing projects. Please check Canvas and then do the corresponding activities. Um, you should have gotten emails about the schedule. The way things are working is that today will be an A day. So we start April 6th with an A day. So today is Monday, April 6th. So we are going to run A day as scheduled. It will be 8 to 9 o'clock is roughly your first block. 9 to 10 is second block, 10 to 11 is third block. Teachers will be off 11 to 12, and so should you to get some lunch and to kind of recalibrate yourself. 12 to 1 will be your fourth block, and then in the afternoon, most teachers will have an open area from 1 to 3 for you to ask questions, to do Google Hangouts or Zoom, or just basically chat with your teachers to kind of get things caught up for the day. We will be asking it to, turn stuff in daily. We'll be asking it to check this and do the activities. So please take time, set your schedule, and know that you have certain things you got to get done. Um, Next item on the agenda, you need to get Autodesk Sketchbook. It is a download. It has to go into a home computer, a a tablet, an Android phone, Apple phone. It will not work on your Chromebook. That is the only bad thing about art programs. Um, Really, they're not made for the Chromebook. They don't. The Chromebook doesn't have the computing power for a lot of the things that we'd be doing on the art side of things. So I do need you to get that. Before we left for our break, we did have some conversations in class about Autodesk Sketchbook, and most of you were able to get it or have access to it. Um, Please let me know if you do not, but um, get that software. And I'll be posting tutorials throughout the day and all next week on how to use Autodesk Sketchbook and what we're going to be doing with it. And that goes for all my classes so that we can still make work. Now, some of you are going to be like, well, I'd like to still do traditional work. That is perfectly fine. All right. So if you have paint or if you have pencils and you want to do these traditionally, you can. You still got to do the uploading and getting things in on time. Um, Now, big questions is how do I do makeup work? All the portals and Canva are still open, so you can still do those work. Several people contacted me over the break, especially in the computer classes, asking about how do I do this work. Well, one, it's hard because unless you can get a download of Photoshop, it's going to be hard to do some of those work. If whatever reason you cannot get Photoshop, then use Autodesk, and we will try to do a similar project. And all you got to do is upload them into the different portals. They're still open. Painting class, you can use the sketchbook app to do the same projects. 'Cause I know it's kind of hard to, you know, get acrylic paint and canvas and stuff like that. So this should be easy for you. It's a free download. You just got to do the same process that we would do in class. You would do it on the Autodesk sketchbook. Feel free to ask me questions, email me, or if you, when I do post a hangout for this afternoon, if you want to get on there, and I can talk you through some of those kind of things. Um, as of right now, we will probably start with Google Hangouts. We may transition to Zoom, but I do want to warn you as we do get into these online portals over the next several weeks that the expectations are the same, meaning that it's a professional environment. When you show up, you you show up to learn. All right, you may have to wait your turn. You may be sitting with a group of people, but you are there to get instruction. It is not for you to goof off. It is not for you to interfere or impede in someone else's education. Please make sure that you're using that time wisely. You can do whatever fun stuff you want to in your own time, but when you log into these portals, then you are there to learn and you're there to get educated and to ask questions and to be more proactive in your experience and not to deter other people. That being said, every session will be recorded. So if something does happen through your feed, then you know the repercussions will happen from that. And it's really not going to go much further into that. If you get on there and you make a horrible joke or you call someone out or you put something up that shouldn't be there, then that will come back on you. So please make sure you are using that as a viable education experience and not a place to you know cause negative attention to yourself. um, we will be as I said previously, you'll be assigned a assignment on day one. So today and tomorrow I'll be uploading each of the assignments per classes that I teach. We will go in 3-day cycles. So there'll be initial day, then there'll be a second work day, and then the last final work day where things are done. The expectation is 35 to 45 minutes of work time. Sometimes that is hard to do as in art, but I've been trying to break it up as best I can to do those over time. Some of you may put more, some of you may put less. It really depends on your skill level with the app and then skill level with what you're doing. But the expectation is to have 35 to 45 minutes of progress per class. Um, Last but not least, there will be videos, tutorials, assignments, progress, and daily turn-ins for you to do. So please stay connected to Canvas. All 7 class portals. Make sure you're checking them daily and getting the requirements and stuff turned in. But this is going to be a fun experience. We've been prepping for this for a while. Me being out last semester was kind of a prelude to this. So now, we can kind of put it all together and really do some really extensive online learning. So please take your time with the projects, ask me questions, um, do what needs to be done. I know most of you are super excited about getting back into just the schooling environment. This will be new, but just take your time, work your way into it. But more importantly, ask questions. All right, don't just sit there and go, "Oh, I don't understand." All right, this is a great portal. All right, for people to talk, to communicate, but more importantly, to grow um, in this education experience. So I want to thank you guys. I'm so glad you're safe. I'm so glad that we have great leaders in the state who are taking this initiative to close things down so that we can get better. But I do miss you. Staying at home, seeing the same beige walls as and the green one there behind me. Same beige walls are great to a point, but sometimes you get kind of I want to get out there and be with my friends and my colleagues. So we definitely thank you guys for doing what you do, and we're going to try to make this worthwhile. So stay safe, um, have fun, but more importantly, let's grow in this experience. All right. Have questions, send it to me. But if not, we'll get started on some online education. See you guys.